You see all the online moguls like Iman Ghazi, Luke Belmar, and even Andrew Tate, just to name a few, making a killing online. Even those that have no social media presence are doing 5- and 6-figure months. So I'm here today to go ahead and reel back the curtain and show you exactly how you can do the same thing starting today. We're gonna dive into the 5 high income skills you need to make your first $1 million in 2023 into 2024. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or you're just starting out, these 5 skills are necessary for your success. And stick to the very end because I'm gonna show you a free backdoor way to go ahead and view every single Facebook ad that's published right now to see what's working for other people so you can take it for your own offer and add your own spin to it. My name's Frank. I've been able to go ahead and generate over 7 figures in the last several years through online income and online investments to create, multiply, and preserve, as Luke Belmar would say. I've been able to network and pick the brains of many successful 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs, and I've gotten the opportunity to sit down with really cool people like Sneeko, Nate Belmar, Champ, Arlen Moore, and many, many other people you can see on screen. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the first skill that you need. The first skill is going to be digital marketing. There's people crushing it out here that are less talented and are less smarter than you just because they know how to go ahead and market themselves or their product. If you want to learn social media marketing from the absolute best in the game, I highly recommend you go ahead and start listening and absorbing information from a creator called Musa. He's 19 years old, making around $150,000 a month throughout his entire editing team, and he is responsible for Sneeko's major blow up just over a year ago. And it doesn't even really matter how good your product or service is if people don't even see it. You're pretty much irrelevant if people can't see you. Here on screen is this simple 3-step breakdown how to structure every single piece of marketing material you put out nowadays. It's the hook, story, and offer. Here right now are some persuasion points you can start including in your funnel and including into your marketing just in general. Skill number 2 is to study the best and then execute. The skill of learning and then executing immediately after learning something new is a very rare skill trait because most people just like to consume content, but just consuming is not going to make you $1 million, unfortunately. Look at what's bringing success for other people right now and take it for your own. People don't like the idea of copying, but I'm telling you that all of the top guys are copying from each other one way or another. Just follow this simple roadmap right here. Consume the content and learn about a specific subject, understand why it's working for somebody else, replicate it, and then adjust as needed. And if you're worried about copying people or think it's a scummy thing to do, you're inherently going to have your own spin on your own content and your own material because it's you. You can't copy somebody's personality to a T. And this brings me to skill number 3, which is content creation and branding. Building trust and demonstrating authority throughout your content is going to be one of the key components as to why you're going to have success in the first place. When you combine high quality content with high quality information that you're providing out for free, typically, you are going to have a much easier time bringing in new clients and retaining existing clients. So what you need to do is go ahead and create engaging blog posts, YouTube videos, shorts, reels, whatever that may be, and be consistent on these platforms to build an audience, build trust, build the authority that you know what you're talking about, because later down the line, this audience you're building is going to snowball into a big group of people that actually care about you and want to buy from you. Now, the skill that follows up branding and content creation is going to be the ability to persuade, aka sales. If you can't currently convince someone to buy from you or even start a free trial, which is no risk up front for the customer, you have a lot of work to do. Something that I do that you should also do as well to get better every day is to spend 10 to 20 minutes consuming some content from top salespeople in your industry or even in general. You're going to wind up consciously and subconsciously picking up on certain new behaviors, whether it's going to be your body language, tonality, or somebody's ability to go ahead and deliver a certain message in a way that's really intriguing and convincing. And this also goes back to the persuasion points I mentioned earlier and showed on screen earlier this video. So I'll throw them back up on screen for you right now. Write them down, look them up online, and just study each single point to see what persuasion points you can already check off that you know is already included in your offer, or the ones that you know you don't have included and the ones you can work on. And something I want you to start doing today, if you haven't already, is I want you to start recording every single call you have, no matter what, if it's with a stranger or somebody that you know, online on Google Meet or even Zoom, because you're going to be able to go ahead and look back, see your body language and see your tonality, and just see how you're responding to certain people's questions, whether you're kind of looking uncomfortable or really standing your ground and showing that you know what you're talking about. It's just like sports where you go ahead and watch back the film and see what you did right and see what you did wrong to go ahead and improve upon. Now, the final skill here, skill number 5, is going to be one of the biggest money makers if you have a recurring offer or recurring product, and it's going to be your ability to retain and manage existing clients. Typically, the most expensive aspect in running a business is acquiring new customers. So if you can go ahead and build up the skill of retaining and lowering your churn rate, you're going to have a much more profitable business as well as happier customers. Once you get a client or customer, your new goal should be to retain them forever, ideally, right? Unless you don't like working with them and they're a pain in the ass. However, you want to go ahead and provide a service to them that that you're going to be charging them either a monthly basis, semi-monthly, or even once or twice a year for some sort of subscription. That's ideal. This is the key factor why the recurring business model is so powerful and so profitable. Just think at some of the biggest companies in the world: Apple, Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime. They're all recurring billing models, so we should take it for ourselves and build a recurring business. Besides providing a really good product or service to your client to maintain them, there's other ways to go ahead and maintain your clients and keep the churn rate low. And that can be like having a newsletter where you send out emails once or twice a week, providing free value for your customers and even your leads that come through your lead magnet. You can also give them certain deals or specials for certain products or services you have as a reward for being your customer. And from my experience, people love this one because it makes them feel valued and makes them feel like you actually care about them as your customer. Or even have a community around your product or service, or even your personal brand. Having a community is one of the most powerful things you can do, especially in the online course and online money space, and even in the SaaS world. We're all humans and enjoy the feeling of being a part of a group or tribe, and it makes us feel accepted to be part of a group, of a bigger movement of people that are like-minded. If you can build a community around a product, a service, or even your personal brand, you are going to have a crazy edge against anybody else in your competition and anybody else in your industry. When you're able to go ahead and combine all these skills, you're able to go ahead and make it into one main package, one main marketing funnel, one main machine to go ahead and start generating you money every single week. Here's a quick recap again to make it simple and straightforward with a plan of action for you right now. Understand digital marketing on a deeper level and study certain short form and long form to see why it's catching traction and going viral. Is it relatable? Does it have a high replay value? Is it educational, or does it spike some sort of emotion from you? Either one of these points will increase retention, which means more engagement and more eyeballs and more attention. More eyes seeing your product or service, more eyes seeing your brand means more dollars now that we know how to go ahead and actually market ourselves and market our product or service. Look at the top people and see what they're doing, replicate it, don't overthink it. Just get something out there. Demonstrating authority and showing social proof of results you actually have is going to make your life infinitely easier. You see the people that had the little Trustpilot little icon on their landing page to show instant social proof, and then other people had a little secure checkout on the sales page when you're entering your credit card. These are all social proof mechanisms. Don't use this maliciously, just understand what I'm saying here and start applying it for your own life and your own business. Next is to persuade and convince somebody to buy from you, then somebody else. This comes down to your copy and your tonality and your ability to speak to your target audience. You don't want to target everybody in the world, you just want to go ahead and focus on the people you know that your product or service is a good fit for. And here's a little free game as well for you to go ahead and check exactly what Facebook ads people are currently running and seeing what's working and what's not working. Right now on screen, you can see the entire Facebook ads marketplace of people that are currently running ads, and you can see what they're structuring, why they're structuring their certain copy, and see if they have any videos or any images or any sort of other media with using emojis, using other emotion spiking tactics, whatever it may be. This is going to be probably one of the better resources for you to learn and see what's working for other people, for you to go ahead and implement into your own. But from here, you can go ahead and see other people's copy, reverse engineer your own offer, and go ahead and start testing some things in the market. And lastly here is to manage new lead flow and new clients, and managing your existing clients to lower that churn rate to make your business more profitable. And real quick, subscribe to the channel because I've been giving you guys some free value this video. But more importantly, this last point about managing and retaining clients, I'm going to be making a longer, in-depth video specifically just on this topic. So if that sounds interesting to you and you want to go ahead and learn more about that, stick around for that. It'll be coming out in the near future. And if one of your friends or maybe your existing business partners could learn something new from this, go ahead and share it with them. Every little bit helps in terms of acquiring the right knowledge and acquiring the right skill sets to give yourself and your partners an edge. But that is going to wrap up this video here. And remember, don't be motivated, be disciplined, and I'll see you in the next video.